Okay guys, so obviously the first signal right now is based only from an M30 time frame. So when I am going to focus on the charts today, I only focus on 3 time frames that are giving me the confirmation that I have found. So first is from the weekly time frame, which every one of you guys should know by now that our level of support is at 1690.4. So that was our weekly support. So after that, when I was monitoring the daily time frame, there wasn't much of a data that I can gather from this. And when I actually look at the H4 time frame, what I can see is that if potentially gold closes, that's what is very, very important for the next 50 minutes to decide on this closure of gold. Because if gold managed to close lower than 1714.13, then we might see that price of gold has created a sell setup for the H4, and the level of resistance for this setup is at this point. It's at around 1723.5, 1723.9. So then if gold creates a sell setup, can it already retrace all the way down? So that will be the question later if price really close as a sell setup. But for now, we are focusing only on the setup that has been given to us based on the M30, which is this is going to be our M30 level. And if you guys want to be marking the zone, this is our support for M30, 1713.68 all the way to 1715. So that's why I'm planning to give you guys, or I've already given you guys the buy based on the fact that this could be a level of support. And if price is respecting this level, at least we should see price rejecting the first sideways of M30, which is back to this level of resistance over here. So as I have marked over here, this is our previous resistance of M30. So if price is going to retest that zone, that is going to be a zone where we have to decide whether price respects or price arrives to the zone and just break higher. So if it actually breaks higher, we might not have any sell setup from the M30. And for me, anywhere in this zone, so as long as price comes back into this zone, it should not create a sell setup. Okay, so because in this moment there is also this sellers over here, which is just waiting for price to enter the zone. And if it actually wants to create the bearish H4 candle, it would create new sell setup in this zone. So that's why I will be monitoring this very closely. But for now, since price has entered our buying zone of M30, that's why I give the buy signal and hoping for price to just reject higher. And at least it needs to take TP1, which is from this moment 17151. I think it was around 171. Let me check the signal. What was it? Because I think the signal given was at 1714.8. Okay, so it was somewhere around this area. So basically we're just moving slightly right now, 6 pips, 7 pips. Alright, so target wise, so that's why it's important for you guys to know that this first M30 push could reject over there, because it needs to create one bullish candle for the H4. Because if this H4 candle closes green, right, and if it closes green, there will be possibilities that the next H4 candle could just be boom, because it's easier for it to create a bearish candle after this current H4 has closed as a green. But if this current H4 closes as a red, then it's a different story. So that's why I need to decide my trade based on every hour, every 30 minutes, and if it actually respects or breaks my zone. That's the most important thing. So for now, we are trading only based on an M30 time frame. We are only waiting for this H4 candle to close in the next 45 minutes. So before waiting for this setup to close, we have given the buy around this area, which is running around 6 pips right now. Sorry, my internet's a bit bad right now, so I'm just wondering why it's not loading, guys. It's not loading. Out of all days, it's never really happened, but alright, let's play. I'm gonna be playing with you. Okay, so rejection still looks good. And the reason why I feel like I am really expecting price and loving how price is looking right now is also because that we have, okay, perfect. So M15 closed as a bullish. So obviously there will be a new level of support that's being formed. So let's mark the new level of support together. Over here, as you can see, this is the candlestick that I'll be taking. So many of you guys would know what is a sell Mary. So this is a sell Mary, right? So this is considered a sell Mary that has been broken. So you guys know what to do, right? When you have find a sell Mary that has been broken, this would be your new and latest zones for the trading of M15. So we're gonna mark it like this. I'm gonna remove this arrow, remove this as well. So this is going to be our latest level for M15. So M15, if it actually wants to reject slightly lower again, we have new buying zones that has been formed. So the first buying zone that has been formed is from this area. So price can reject and touch this zone for the buy, or price can reject lower, which is in the area of the support, which is at 1712, 1713 maybe, before the fly to happen. But we have given the signal already around this area because at times price can just fly all the way without retesting the lower zones first. Okay, so M15 we have new levels again. Please mark down this number at 1711.78. So that's our M15 latest level for our support. And so currently we have two time frames that supporting us. We have the M30, we also have the M15. So the only thing right now that we are having is the fact that H4 could close as a bearish, a very strong bearish candle. So that's why we have to monitor this. And as long as price respects our M30 level, which is at 1713.69, we should still see price rejecting, and I don't see this candle of M30 retracing all the way down for now. It does not seem right yet. What I see is that this current M30 candle should be pushed up, should have the volume to at least push slightly up, maybe around 20 pips, and then this side. Remember what I said earlier, we are in also a resistance area for M30. So this box and this box are two zones that we are having for the M30. But so far the confirmation of the buy is more on the M30 buy. The sell is yet to happen. Okay, what I mean by is yet to happen, it is yet to form a sell setup. It has not formed a sell setup for the M30 yet. Okay, so yeah, this is it for gold currently. I am only focusing on these 2-3 time frames, the H4 time frames that I will be monitoring very closely. H1 currently I don't think there is any new zones for the buy or for the sell. And for the M30 we have explained in detail earlier. M15 as well, we have explained the fact that we have new levels of M15, so price can be retesting this level of 1711.81, and as long as M15 closes above, we can still be continuing on the bullish movement for M15. So this zone is huge. If you see, this is from 1714 all the way to 1711.7, so that's a 20 to 30 pips range of buy. But let's just say that the setups are valid, right? So let's try and take a look where potentially can we look for the take profit areas. So I'm gonna have around 20 pips. Okay, so if this setup is valid, hopefully it's going to push price up, at least to our orange zone. Okay, So this one can be our M15 buy. As long as price stays above 1711.8, then it's fine. Okay, so next is, let's look at M30. We should draw the zones for the take profit as well. So since this is my level of support, I will mark my zones over here. Okay. This is going to be another 20 pips zone. Right, so this is, so M30 as well should push price all the way up. So we have some buying pressure coming into the market right now, and hopefully it just respects and just continue on the bullish movement. Alright, so this is it, the target for today for gold. And as I said, M30 I've explained, this is also going to be the level of M30, 1713.67. 15 level is at 1711.75. And just be aware of these zones, because these are potential zones that price could retest. But for the time being, I feel like this structure should push price at least slightly higher over here. So let's try and get that, I don't know, 20-30 pips. Okay, so that's about it for gold and my target for today. I'll send you a new video as soon as there will be new updates for the H4 time frame. And we have 39 minutes to go before the next H4 can decide on the next trade. Alright, thank you guys.